Okay, I'm moving on. Well, I'm moving on to part 2 of our discussion on Wayne Dyer. Do you like my earrings? The earrings are my friends who I never gave back, and the bracelet I bought. It reminds me of like a Wonder Woman bracelet. And then my friend bought me these cowgirl boots for when I moved out to Colorado for my birthday. I swear it was like the best gift I ever got. Anywho, moving on. I bought this shirt at, where did I buy this shirt? Old Navy, and these jeans are from the store. Okay. All right, where were we? I've now lowered the camera a little bit and tried to dim the light some. I feel like it's too much light, but we're still gonna move on. Giving up your personal history. What does that even mean? You can't just give up your personal history without having any work around your personal history. You have to do work around the past. Otherwise, you're suppressing it and it turns into cancer. So if you're familiar with what energy means, is you interact, let's say you're about to go on stage and do a large speech. You're about to go on stage and do a big time speech in front of a bunch of people who are really judgmental. That's energy. You need to be responsible for your own energy and your own energy space. And most people at this time are firing off so much energy all over the place that it's violent energy. Not to mention the abuse attached to the energy. Meaning now we have been heightened in our spirituality of existence. Meaning people can't hide their secrets anymore of pretend land. The unspoken is in the energy. When the moment you realize that you don't need a personal history, no story or no drama, it's the moment that you really come to life. It's like that person that you got cheated on and all they do is talk about how they got cheated on. Oh, I was cheated on. Huh. It's an example when you guys took Taylor Swift's story with Jake Gyllenhaal or, what's his name? John Mayer. And all you do is talk about it. However, it happened like 10 years ago. And it's like, I think Taylor's moved on. But you all haven't. So your personal history in it needs to be adjusted. Because by you holding on to that nonsense, it holds Taylor back from experiencing her own personal freedom on one level. However, by that, it shows how selfish you are. So anyone who's talked about Jake Gyllenhaal, or who's paid to go to a bar and strung Jake Gyllenhaal's fake dummy scarecrow thing up, you all are horrors to humanity. And if anyone knows of a female who was there at that time, I would seriously reconsider whether you are married and dating them. The same group of individuals I attempted to show what it would be like to have a good time stabbed me in the gut viciously. And that's Taylor Swift fans, as they steal her content and use and abuse her and hold on to the past as if they are her. Weird. I have to say that I would never be able to have the graciousness that she's been able to have with y'all. I would literally violate and mutilate y'all. That's how horrible you are. You guys are horrible people. Go ahead and try it, hoes. You literally steal her music, generate it into a psychotic experience for your man. You do not have a clue on what it's like to be a good person. That's what's so crazy, is that y'all were gifted with such amazing music growing up from Taylor, and you were just plain abusive. From the time you show up to the concert, trying to look all hot and steal the lyrics, to every time you go any place talking about Taylor or using her music on your TikTok pages. And then violently betray her in comment sections. It's like, what in the hell? Not to mention your discussions around what she wears to award shows or her weight. Screw you, fools. We don't like ya. We can strain out the fat. She got plenty of money and she's got a lot more talent to where she could make albums the rest of her life and never share them with you. Why would she want to when you're such demons? Ugh. That's called tough love, you 8th place trophy fools. Same fools sitting in the audience trying to get her to forget her lyrics. Get her to fall on stage. That's her fans. Make fun of the way she dances. And the list goes on. And then the same girl who's talking crap about Jake Gyllenhaal, the moment Jake Gyllenhaal shows up, they want to have sex with him. That's how crazy you are. You ain't in the girl club. Sorry. It's like having bags of manure following her around. So Taylor, this one is for you in the sense of don't let the bags of manure follow you around. Move on from the past. New stories. And not in the sense of drama, but things that happen are stories. That's how we story tell. You can add drama in. But go read some of the classic novels and see how much drama is actually in the storytelling. No, it's emotional releasing. That becomes your personal history as you learn. This is like the landmark work. It's like seeing the difference between emotion and story. However, most of you don't understand that. And then taking the emotion out, and it just becomes what's so. Realizing that it all was your equivalent benefit. And I made a video about this morning about how Wayne shows you a hat. And he's like, embrace and understand and accept. And know you had to go through it to get here where you are and then detach from it. That's the emotional detachment. Boop, 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 boop. Freedom. Here and now. Wait. It's all an illusion. You all make it all up. There's like the made up side over here. And then there's the made up side over here. And the made up side together come together to create a whole new made up. Now the evil person is going to want to put made up shit on you to fuel evilness so they can feel here. But that's the battle zone. That's self-confidence, self-awareness. I don't think so, ho. That's my man. And I know 100% sure he never touched you. And I know exactly what you up to. And I'm going to call you out every single time. And it's just going to get better and better from here. Put them in their place. It's a be kind movement, yo. And that's what be kind looks like. Because this bitch is kind. However, it's not the way you think be kind looks like, because we got 15 million people standing in the background going, I'm in pain. And you want her to be kind to her? when she's responsible for 15 million people's pain? Y'all ain't going to stand up for yourselves. So guess who's going to do the work until you're ready to? Because I ain't afraid of this trash heap. And that's for damn sure. And I ain't ever afraid of anybody else in this freaking trash heap of a trash heap. You can't solve a problem with the same mind that created it. This girl ain't changing. And that ain't tough love either. It's called a battle. Some people will never change. We're in a new space here, folks. The problem, a little problem I have with some of these spiritual leaders is they don't tell you about the devils, the evil, the demons. You want to know that when you're talking with Eckhart Tolle, when you're talking to Gary Vaynerchuk, when you're talking with Louise Hay, and you're talking with Wayne Dyer, they were always speaking to people who had sane minds. They were pure of hearted. It was one phase in the development of themselves to then battle and figuring out the balance. Mostly good persons is what they were trying to attract. However, the work can be utilized for evil, and we see that in the Vandy clan. All of them are utilizing it for evil, yo. It's like literally the elephant in the room in every conversation in Hollywood and every conversation on the internet. It's hysterical. You want to realize that you got to have some humor in it, because laughter actually dissipates energy also. You got to be like, are you kidding me? Did you just say that? Oh my God, I cannot believe you said that. Oh God, I cannot believe you said that. Oh shit. I see you in that. Nope, you stay over there. You must change your mind. You must change your mindset. With the same mind, you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. You must change your mind, which is transmuting. It's like story is made up. You could create a story around what Mona Van posted. They're little snippets of a whole experience of an event. All illusion to what they want to portray the picture to be. Versus the reality that Gary Vaynerchuk is in extreme pain and discomfort by being in these situations. However, that was before he evolved into who he is now. Meaning he claimed all these different things, but guess what, yeah? He's human. He's a human being. A sensitive one, at least back then. And now he's like a battle sorter. Yeah. You can thank me for that. You're welcome. Rewrite your agreement with. Admit that you were wrong. Sometimes people cannot admit that they're wrong. And that's what we're dealing with now. It's actually more than admitting that you're wrong. It's that's just for the sane mind. They just want to do what they want to do to abuse all of you. That's why you have to rewrite the agreements to change your mind, to get out of this loophole of brainwashing. Admit that you were wrong. And don't keep looking at the red, okay? This is not about red or blue. This is about you and your humanity. The red and the blue was all made up too. The whole political system's been made up. We're about to change all of it. I've been making choices with my mind that are not working. Have we not seen the unworkability in millions of people, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people coming over from Mexico into the United States of America because of the Democrats? That's working for who? They're stealing our money from our homeless people in California. I don't see the billionaires assisting those folks. They're still putting all their money in NFT projects and putting it over in funds across the seas where they don't have to pay taxes. It doesn't work. It didn't work, nor will it ever work. See the illusion that they've created in your mind. You cannot solve the problem with the same mind that created it. How many chances are you going to give them? Attention on a person for what they are, not what they did wrong. That's for sane mind. That is for the person that is a Democrat in your family that made a mistake because they're following a mind brainwasher from the CIA named Hillary Clinton, who's actually causing them to have dementia and Alzheimer's and severe medical concerns. This is a true story. I had a patient in my chair who has severe medical problems because she was following Hillary Clinton. And that is the frequency that Hillary's operating under for power tripping. It's insane. I know it's insane. It's a rough place to be. She's also, I don't want to go to politics. We're not talking politics here. Good people embody good things. Bad people embody bad things, meaning bad people give out bad embodiments of things. That's a social media influencer tip for you. You know by what their content says. Oh, look at me. I'm pretty and I got pretty clothes. Although I don't like my clothes because I have to wear the same thing over and over. Do you see me caring that I wear these jeans all the time? I love these jeans. Do you see me care? Well, I haven't worn this shirt in a while, but do you see that I care that I wear the same thing over and over? I don't care. I have a ton more clothes that I never wear. I gave away a huge bag full of clothes, which I wish I would have kept. I just didn't know I was going to go down this road. Will you stop? Lay down. She's misbehaving. What was I saying? However, they care, and it shows up in their content, as in, you're not enough, but you wear the same thing all the time. I always wear the same thing because I like wearing the same thing. It's comfort. Oh, treating yourself as if you already are what you want to become, which is also a Napoleon Hill and Proctor conversation. Treating yourself as if you already are what you want to become. It's not that you're a doctor, but you have integrity as a doctor. It's a way of being, of confidence, self-awareness, learning how to generate yourself in conversation, to develop yourself into that thing that you want to be. You can start with one person and expand out into many people. My yoga classes have never been more than, well, I've had decent sized classes before, but most of my classes on a regular basis were probably 6 people. And most people would think that wasn't enough people. It was plenty. We had a great class. It's probably actually better because there were 6 people. Because the energy was enveloped. Treating yourself as if you are what you want to become. And then earning the difference. Meaning you still haven't created your confidence level like you want to create your confidence level. Earn it. Practice it. And that even goes for if you want to buy I don't know, what do you want to buy? An Xbox. And your mom will only give you $100. Well, what are you going to do to earn the difference? If you can do that, you're going to be a genius. That means you know how to be a business person. Treasure your divinity, self-reliance. Know you are divine. Know you are a divine creation. For those of you who are a divine creation. You'll know if you're a good person. Bad people will use it as a form of manipulation. You got to listen to the words they say and then watch the actions and feel the energy. Look, listen, feel the energy. Practice. Never open yourself up. You be open. You're open to the experience of being, but you don't open your heart box to give yourself away to somebody. You are like a cherished being. It's like a learning curve because they've trained us so poorly in relationships. Because God first, then self, co-creation. Grounded in integrity and morality. Ability to have communication and conversation to evolve your discussions around disagreements. Meaning one person could have a viewpoint and the other person have another viewpoint, and then they have a conversation and you're like, oh, I can see that. Well, I apologize that I did that, but that is not my intention. Russian California girl. Little does Gary know that being born in Belarus is a huge deal. And then growing up in a family who were raised in, were adults in Belarus is a big deal. With a grandmother that was Belarusian. And then not really speaking English when he got here. I mean, he basically grew up in Belarus. And so there's a miscommunication that when I encounter him in real life, will expand him beyond his own wildest dreams. But I have to be there. Sorry. He's actually going to be a lot happier. Not because well, I mean, it is because I'm there, but it's not because I am like, it's like interesting. It's like, I'm like, how do I say this? It's like teaching him. He's independent of me and I'm teaching him. Okay, let's see. I saw a gleam of light, honey. No luster of bards and sages. Never. You always want to, like, for me, I'm different. There's a lot of bad psychics out there. Know yourself. Meaning, even if I went up to you and I said this, and this, in the sense of this could happen, you still have to do work attached to it. It's like, I'm not going to give you a reading and then you're just going to sit there and wait for it. You literally have to run out into the streets and do this for yourself. Do the work, be with the people, have your own, know thyself. I had a psychic tell me once that I had no idea how successful I was going to be. I said, oh yeah, I definitely believe that one. However, I didn't know how much bigness this was going to be. I also had one that said, what else did she say? She said I was going to meet somebody famous and they were going to assist me in developing this. And I said, oh, that must be Gary Vee. That must be who she was talking about. I said, I'm going to follow that dream, that goal. Not that I was going to hook up with him either, by the way. Because back then he was married. And I had like a huge guard up on marriage for sure. Because I was sick and tired of it. And I said, oh, I'm going to be his best friend then. I'm just going to help him. And he's going to help me. It's going to be fun. Blah, 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 whatever. However, Gary Vaynerchuk fell in love with me the first day he saw me. That's the truth. He's praying for somebody like me to come along. He even says it in his videos. He says it's lonely at the top. And I was like, well, I'm gonna be there for you because my best friend. Thought rejection. Now, this is important to know that you can think thought rejection as a normal behavior because that's where we're at this time in society in a telepathic form. Know thyself. Know Gary Vaynerchuk for me. That's me and him and me and Brad Pitt. Know them. Know them. Know myself. They're men of their word. This is for you and your partner. That's how important it is to be in a relationship with your word. I'm going to be here at 5 o'clock. This is how you practice it. If you're not very good at time, you got to find something. I'm going to floss on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's why I changed it to flossing. Did you floss? Not only are you cleaning the bacteria up underneath the gums, but you're assisting your mind. You're creating a relationship to your word, and your overall health has increased in success. Thought rejection. And you are allowed to not agree with someone. Divine inside. Choices wisdom is avoiding. Although all thoughts that weaken you, disempowering shift to empowering, which is the transmutation. I did a video on this one this morning too on TikTok. The cost and the payoff. What's the payoff for you being disempowered? And what's it costing you? The cost is likely that you are getting your way. It's paying off. However, the cost is you're not having real relationships with people. You're not being authentic. You're a manipulator. You're abusive. You're hurting someone. And if you care about this person, it actually matters to you. And then in that, you have to also be aware of the manipulation tactic for the person that is very lack of self-awareness. However, they know how to manipulate this work. And that's what we're dealing with this work. Recognize yourself in others. Recognize a demon. Recognize yourself in others and recognize a demon. Start asking a person you trust about them. Well, how do you feel about them? Well, I don't want to hang out with them for sure. No, absolutely not. But they seem so nice. Yeah, I know, but I'm telling you they're a demon. It's a manipulation tactic, sister. I'm sorry. But you can do whatever you want. And then the next word that comes up is a fraud. Of ill-intended. Thought rejection. Intuition. Note. Persecution. Where you are, there you are. Once people start getting more solid in who they are, this will actually be a little bit easier. Let's change the positioning. It'll be a little bit easier for us as a community to work together to uncover these individuals. See, right now we're working with the Democratic Party who are not assisting us, but hindering the process of our successes. They literally want us all to fail so they can create money in the form of big pharma, corporate America, what other stuff? World domination. It's like dumb shit. It's like really stupid. When you take a look at it, as in take it, like there's an exercise in the book, A New Earth. This is all stuff written in books, y'all. This is not like I'm like uncovering the secrets of da-da-da-da-da. This has all been in books. I'm evolutionizing it into showing you literally what they're doing to you. There's an exercise in Eckhart Tolle's book where you meditate by looking at an object and then you shift your perspective at the object as if you're looking at it and then you move to the right or the left. I looked at a fan blade and I moved to the right. And I said, oh, that makes sense. That means shift in perspective. It's a lot of energy. See, when I do these speeches and stuff, I have a lot of energy that I have to expel. Choose your own greatness. Deficiency. Where you are, you don't like, then repair it. That would be the terror barrier, what do you call it? Diagram that I drew for you. It's like the realization you don't like your results. And then you would follow that model to move yourself through past the terror barrier. You see how it's all intertwined? Always assuming deficiency mode. No arrival. Meaning you never arrive, but you never want to just focus on the bad stuff. Right? We talked about that with Proctor too. You know? I'm literally going to be doing this in probably seminars too. Maybe it's because I need to stand. I don't know. It's dark in here too. You want to get someplace. Most people want, it's the carrot chaser. Like you're running around the chasing a carrot. I got to get the wife. I got to get the kid. I got to get the job. I got to get the college. I got to get the business. I got to get the house. Da. Well, when are you going to start being and existing? How about you stop carrot chasing? It becomes a disease. It's like even when you get that thing, you want more. 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 It's like, damn. How much more do you fucking need, Elon Musk? However, his is different. Because he's out to create expansion in humanity to reach, where, Mars? Mars. Unlike these other fools who just want to steal all our money. It's like insane. And they're literally like printing paper as if it's trees, which it is. There's no value to money. Let's see. The no limit people. So there's the deficiency people that live in the not enough. They're always carrot chasing. And then there's the no limit people who never say, I don't have enough. Everything you need, you already have. You are enough. If you get something else, you just want more disease, is the deficiency disease. What are you doing? She's like driving me nuts. She's like looking for something. Lay down. Go into the room. Then there's those, I always have enough. Get up here. Can you do it? No, over here. You better not ruin over my stuff. I'm gonna kick your ass if you ruin that shit. Stop. Let me see what she does. Reincarnation, she says. Reincarnation is a silhouetting of a new experience. Like reincarnation is an example of kids getting out of school on the day of summer. Oh, it's summer, yay! Another version of reincarnation. Let's see. Then there's those, I always have enough. All given to man by the way we think. All given to man by the way we think. Choosing to think in terms of stuff. It's all corporate America driven. The realization is Americans have the opportunity for nobody to be homeless. However, there's a lot of people who are homeless. Now, there's people that would prefer to be homeless. It's fine. However, they're still hungry and they're not being assisted. And then you got people like Hollywood celebrities talking smack about them and not helping them. However, they have philanthropy, so-called bullcrap, so they can wear fancy dresses that cost too much money and then never wear them again. And heaven forbid somebody wear the same dress. So I'm like, well, what the hell do you do with the dress? Throw it away? Put it in a closet? Because I'm going to go, when I go to these places, I want to look for some old vintage dresses. I want some, like, did you see Katy Perry's dress at the country EMAs or whatever the hell it was? Country Music Awards. I was like, oh my God, that was the ugliest dress I've ever seen. A shirt, literally like sideways, a jean shirt of all things, a country type jean shirt, and then the top didn't even hardly cover her large bust. And hers are natural. It's like, okay, whatever you say. Fashion has just turned into trash bags. Literally, you can watch it there's a guy on TikTok who shows himself walking in like these supposed fashion icons. Trash. I just can't. 99% of you are who you are is untouchable and invisible, unconscious awareness. 99% of you is all thought, ideas, feelings, intuition, emotions, frequency exchanges, demon attacks, ball of energy thrown. That's 99% of life. And it's you who has to manipulate. And I say manipulate in a way that's not manipulation, but transform it. Move it around, make it new shaped. That's manipulate also. See, their version of manipulation is to transform you into what they want you to look and be and for their personal gain. And so it's the snake eye of like weaving in and out of lies to get where they need to get to because they're carrot chasers. And then you fall into the trap of being a carrot chaser too, and then you're chasing right behind them. Let's move this over here now. It's all about the angle. We're just trying different stuff. You can see my face getting tired. Okay, let's see. Essence is the growth phase from 11 months to 3 years. Your essence is always changing. You're always changing. You're always a new person. So that's also reincarnation. And if you think about your cellular levels, your skin is shedding. I'm shedding skin right now. This skin is not the same skin I had when I was 3 years old. It's all shedded and regenerated. Even though I look the same, I'm still just as healthy. I'm actually probably healthier because I eat healthier. You want to get that. Your essence changes too. So me at 3 years old and me at 43 years old is an essence evolution. Me at 11 years old, me at 30 years old, and me at 50 years old, the evolution of cellular exchange is different. It's something for scientists to realize. It's like kind of mind-blowing, really, if you're just thinking that thought. It's like, oh yeah, duh. It's like, that's a breakthrough moment. That's a breakthrough. And then with your next breakthrough is your what? Next breakdown? However, this is a milder breakdown for some, unless you're a scientist, and then you might have a big breakdown. And then you do all the work around it to adjust yourself, to empower yourself in the breakdown, knowing your next breakdown is also going to be your next breakthrough if you do the work, right? But it's also the equivalent benefit to discover what you need to discover. And movies have already told you there's a machine out there where you get in the machine and it regenerates you from illness. It's already been manifested in movie, and now you just have to figure out how to do it. Equality, equality, equality. However, it's not going to happen for a little while. And it's an older gentleman that discovers it, I think. He's written a book. You also might want to take a look back. Actually, you need to start taking a look back at old stuff too, like art. There's some art. Love, longevity of life, and stuff like that. There's other stuff, but anyway, we're moving on. Let's see. Evolution of essence of new ways of being. Death not true till now. Transformed. I mean, you're like, death was not, is true for some people now. Never coming back. Bye. God has had enough. Before chances talks like, come on, God, let me try again. Okay. Not after the abuse of the millennials. They all took advantage of God. Confidently have attempted to destroy God. And that's the problem. And they're not coming back. Those that were involved. And that's not just millennials. I just grouped them all together. There's photographs and there's videos. So your videos and your photographs are your evidence. Responsible. Internet responsible for evolution, and it's real. If someone squeezes you out of you comes anger and hatred and tension. And that is for actually most millennials. Or you're just a victim. And that goes for most people. Stress, is it because of them? Old ways, no. New ways, yes. But with growth, some to know survival of the fit. We're in survival of the fit. That's the one missing link in peace that's always forgotten. Animals know survival of the fit. You need to know if the stress is from someone else or if it's from yourself. It is from yourself, but there's this new frequency of bypassing your boundary system and abusing you. They taught you gaslighting, and they taught you anxiety, and they taught you how to do all these 5 ways. And then it's a bombardment on your chakras and your system to where you are being stressed out, not because you're a stressful person, because you're surrounding yourself with stressful things. And they do not care. They don't care. I literally just posted a repost of a kid who's trying to sell you how to grow your page and your business and shit. And he literally punched me in the stomach for posting it. He's like, don't say anything else. You have nothing to teach people is a thing too, right? These people who are teaching you how to go viral, it's a fraud. They bought a cookie cutter program, nothing to teach you except for, let me take your money. It's a scam. You're telling me that with the way that we have our CIA and our government system, you cannot assist us from getting scammed by India. We must be getting paid off of it. I mean, it's just like, what in the hell? No one has our backs except for Donald Trump. And that's a fact. That's why they're out to get him. Because if Donald Trump's in charge, then real stuff starts moving. And they don't want that because then they'll be losing money and the ability to manipulate the world. And Donald has tried to make peace treaties all across this globe. Old ways, no new ways. Yes, but with growth, some to know survival of the fit. Beat them, speak the truth, call them out, say no. Say no, shield the hit. Then you become a miracle of grounded in love for God, self, and humanity. Conviction. I'm convicted that I am God, self, and humanity. Convicted is a bad term in your eyes because you know you want a conviction over there for those hoes who've been stealing your money. Still trying. I just don't care. The difference between them is they're all attempting to mind manipulate me into believing certain lies about certain things, blah, blah, blah. They spend all day, all of them, one against 7.6 billion. Win every time, don't care. Let him do his thing. It's like, grow up. Child, this is child's play. This is children's behavior. CIA, this is children's behavior. You are children. The government of the Democrats are children. They don't know how to speak publicly. They do not know how to run government systems. They are psychotic, yo. Wait till you get in the books. If this is a free country, then we should be able to walk into the government and say, I want to take a look at the books and I want to see what y'all are spending the money on. Oh, it's confident. It's confident. It's confident. It's confident. No, I'm talking about how we're spending our money. I know that there's some necessity, confidence statements. However, did I not express from the very beginning of this whole thing everything verbally on this app, on these pages, what was occurring? I exposed with no confidence, no confidentiality. No confidentiality, none. Yet, here we are, they didn't do nothing. Your Democratic government. Your Democratic government is psycho, just like you. Literally, there are people out there in your family, and this person is not my family, I can tell you that much, who literally want to come into your space to disrupt the peaceful life of existence that you live. The only reason they want to show up, they will tell you they want to check on you when literally all they want to do is to, what? Stop your creativity, abuse you. They get lit up by the excitement of watching what you're up to, hearing what you're up to, so they can chameleon your energy to fuel their other relationships. Celebrate the lessons, humble, inquisitive. I see where that did it. I see where that did that. New way of being. Yeah, right. Who is willing to work on the relationship? And who says, bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Not interested. Work on the relationships that are worth it to you. Say goodbye to the ones that don't fulfill your soul. If you feel uncomfortable with the person, you don't enjoy their company, then you need to learn to say no. Oh, but I feel so bad. They're so sad. I don't give a shit. Bye. My life is about me. Good luck with your addiction. You go handle it. It's your life, not mine. No one can embarrass you without your consent. That's strong. Think about it. When you fall and then everybody around you laughs. So, I fell. Some people fall on purpose to get a reaction, like Jennifer Lawrence and Dua Lipa. Literally falls on stage on purpose to end up in the tabloids and the media for publicity. Or people hate you so much that they purposely abuse. So the abusers will abuse each other, and that's what we want. An internal war, because there's the war against good and evil, but the evil is also battling each other too. And that's fun to watch. Girl, did you hear what she just said to her? Oh my God, this is awesome. Freaking screw both of them. They're both psychotic. Start fires within their own fueled fire. I told you to do that. Go flirt. Flirting? Okay, let's get real here. Go talk. All you have to do is talk to the other female. However, it's a contract. It's a contract between man and woman, man and child. That means she controls him. However, if he does what he wants in a setting where they're in a public place, then she will go ape shit. Why were you talking to her? What did you say? Are we married? This is a business transaction that we're doing here. However, these psychotic women do not know the difference. You ain't my friend, ho. They don't know the difference between a contract in business and a relationship, because the whole goal of all of it is to seduce the man from contract to marriage contract. I'm not sure how much more I need to paint the picture for you. It's the circuit, it's the cycle, it's the network, it's all of them. And then we have to sit there and watch it and experience bad relationships for what you all have done to us. And you have no remorse or no awareness around what the hell you're up to. As you schmooze us over on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Kimmel, Fallon. It's like, shut up. They're trying to embarrass you, battle, falling, laughing, embarrassing. Oh well. Consultant with problems. Oh, I'm having problems with my boyfriend. We need to go see a therapist. So you want me to go see your friend who's a therapist? Is that what you're telling me? Not only do you talk about me behind my back, you want me to go see your therapist? Who's your friend? Or your therapist? Talk about biased mind manipulation. Then that person's dealing with their own concerns and issues and are not up to the game of transformative work, which is what therapy isn't, by the way. It's just you blabbing off your bullshit and them giving you some ideas that they learned from a book. I'm so anxiety. Oh, I'm a therapist. Okay, thanks. Bye. You usually call in a disabled person. That's a therapist. Change it by acknowledging my problem is you. Well, my problem's you. That's what your therapist says. My problem is you. And the patient says, my problem is you. Oh, and so now you're in a relationship? So you're dating? If they're attractive, then that's the answer for you that she thinks that are dating. Oh, I had such a rough day at work. My patient. I was like, oh my God, please stop. Y'all are so sick. It's sick. You usually call in the disabled person. Change it by acknowledging the problem. You fake it. You just fake it different. That's all. You want to try easy or you want to try hard? Because, I used to just be able to be myself and not have any troubles. However, now I'm dealing with your asses and y'all are psycho. I've never seen so much psychoness in my life. It's like, holy shit, you're psycho. I'm like, I can't believe there's real people out here like this. My little world was a blessing compared to this bullshit. This is some crazy ass shit. Two people become one. Always assign two half people instead of a full person. Unique. I want to be a unique, perfect self. Lives love, being love. God, will you please help me with my problems? Not be afraid to carry God around you. True. God is always with me. He's always the elephant in the room. God, you're so funny. Will to live or give up. That's a person going into surgery. Do you have the will to live? Or are you going to give up? Or are you going to be Kanye West's mom who was murdered by Hollywood? If you went for a simple plastic surgery surgeon and he butted heads with his music industry and they didn't want to get rid of Kanye because his talent was so incredible. And so they did the next best thing they could, which is his loving mother. And so they killed his loving mother. And the fact that nobody said anything tells you a lot about Hollywood and a lot about the fans. Who's more likely to live in that situation of somebody who wants to give up? There's a difference though, right? Like we have the person that's really loving life, the person that wants to give up, and then there's a person that was murdered. It's an approach on belief opportunity. No absence of ease, childlike. It's the clock at 6 o'clock and then goes to 12. Is the point when you're the furthest away from you. 6 to 12, furthest away from you. And then from 12 to 6 is where you learn from temptation and you can slip, okay? So from 6 to 12, it's childlike. Then it becomes no absence of ease around this part. Meaning you get tempted to steal something, as an example. What do? Well, I steal. Writers. Me? I thought about it. I can't do it. Even when I went in and I refilled water that came from a filtration system that literally cost them $0 except for the water bill. That would have cost me $7 or something. I forget. But I took $10 because I thought I deserved it. And I did. However, from that moment of, it's like it's also fairness. Laws are all made up, right? However, that's like the only thing I've ever done. I'm like so innocent, it's like crazy. I was like, I'm gonna be bad. I'm gonna do this shit. Fuck this shit. However, the temptation, that wasn't temptation. I just did it. That's an integrity for me because I still paid for the water, by the way. I know, I'm explaining the difference. The difference is guilt factors associated with morality and integrity. Right? The results are the way you think. Natural self is what you create. Live in the universe. No limit life. Meaning most of the people now think that they can do whatever they want. Oh yeah, I do whatever I want. You know, whatever. I don't care. And that's the truth. You're all attached to the machine. You all love the Democrats because they all will let you do whatever you want. And that's why millennials like them. And that's why Black Lives Matter likes them. And that's why the Democrats vote for themselves from dead people. That's why your angels are like, I ain't helping you. Sorry. Some people don't have any angels around them. They all got demons just snarling at them. Do this, do that. Okay, what else should I do? It's all about you. You're going to win. God said so. However, it's not God's voice. It's a demon. I go to church on Sunday, but I ran someone over in my car last night, but God said I could. You know, because I just felt like it. That's Enola girl. Yeah, I don't really care. You remember when she was on the Jimmy Kimmel show when she was little? And how inappropriately and ill-behaved she was? Can you imagine that as an underlining person of who she is? Because that's who she is. I couldn't stand her then. I can't stand her fake ass now. And neither can you, as a matter of fact. It's funny because most of you don't like these women. You talk about them as if they're your best friend. And they are stealing your joy, your husband's, your love of life, your family, your ability to get what you want. I mean, just the list goes on. But hey, you do you. That's what you want for your life. That's what you're going to get. Yeah, Wayne, you're just something else. That's kind of how Wayne acts. He's like, whatever. Do what you want. Okay, I will. Bye. Look. Sparkly. I might do a video with this. Look at my bracelet. You're jealous. Look, I can make it into a handband. Look, I'll make it into a... Oh, this is cute. Look. Oh, you're so cute. I know. There's a difference in that I know versus the way you say I know. Oh, I know. Thank you. Okay, bye.